feel like one of those like creepy angelfish.
Thanks for joining us on trip number one. I'm Seed Spreader. This is Doc. Doc, it's her new name. She's a year and a half out of getting her doctorate. So this is Doc and Seed Spreader, Bob and Hosanna, and we're going to be driving from Allegheny National Forest down to Ohiopyle tonight. You ever heard of Ohiopyle?
Yeah.
Did you check it out online?
I mean, I've looked it up before.
Have you?
Grandma talks about it.
Allegheny and all that goes right through there. So we're gonna camp down there for a real quick night. Then we're gonna run over to Cooper's Rock tomorrow morning, Lord willing. Meaning that we don't end up in the belly of a bear or something. I don't know, right? And then from there, we're going to head over to the Dolly Sods, and there is Bear Rock over there. That's what we're Bear Rocks, something like that. So I don't know where all will end up, but that's sort of just the rough plan. We have no idea where we're sleeping tonight. We have no idea where we're sleeping tomorrow night or how anything goes. Oh, we might catch Fort Necessity. Do you know what Fort Necessity is?
Washington.
George Washington. It's got the unique thing. It was well before the Revolutionary War. And it's the only place that this happened. For George Washington, only place.
Is it the only place where they won?
No, it's the only place he surrendered. The only place that he ever surrendered. And do you know who he surrendered to? We'll talk more about that when we get down there, right? So what do you hope to accomplish in our trip?
Just be able to breathe a little bit, not worry about school, and just enjoy fall.
Right, and it's probably a good chance right there to talk just for real quickly about this. This isn't our normal life, right? I mean, this is, so when people watch this, they're like, oh man, they live this, life where this is not normal. Normal life is, what, 15 hours a day of studying and school and combined, right? I mean, it's me working all hours a day and through the night, sometimes from a computer, sometimes from phone, doing all of our pastor church planting stuff on the weekend. So this is not normal if you're watching this. This isn't like, oh, they must just do this all the time. We don't. So we're both just looking to get away. Other three kids, my wife, they're staying here because they have school and work and all that. And
or they hate camping.
Well, Mom doesn't hate camping.
No, I didn't say she did.
No, but yeah, or they hate camping. You're saying one in particular hates camping.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, okay. So anyways, we're gonna take a trip and we're gonna welcome you to join us.
So we jumped in the Jeep and we headed down to Ohiopyle, which is a really cool little town. Took us about 3.5 hours to get down there. We found a little restaurant. We were pretty hungry because I had worked that day, and it was called Falls City. We went there because they had a couple of plant-based options. So if you get a chance, stop in. The hummus plate was really good, and also we had the Southwest Burrito Bowl, and the one that I had mushrooms in it. It was fantastic. By this time, it was time to head on out and find a camping spot.
Okay, so we drove back into the Ohiopyle State Forest, and we found a little kickoff to back up into, and we set up camp here, and the squinty-eyed girl and I are here in our chairs, just enjoying the evening, and we'll get a better picture in the morning of what the parking area, camping area looks like. But for right now, we have stars above us, no cell signal, and I'm not sure what time it is. What time is it? So 7:37, and feels really late. We should probably close that, whatever that is. It's the first time we set up the tent, so it took longer I imagine we'll get better at this tomorrow night, and then the night after, we'll be experts. So we have the rain fly on. We drove down through rain the whole time, and it wasn't until half hour from here that the rain stopped, the skies cleared. So it's really nice. It's, I don't know, maybe right now 60, 65 degrees. Feels like summer down here, even though it's definitely fall. You can see all the leaves and everything. Okay, so Hosanna's over there reading her book with a red light on. Why do you have a red light on?
Because the bugs are in my eyeballs.
And the bugs don't like the red light. So, what do you think about that?
I feel like one of those like creepy angel fish.
Fishing for some underwater food. I don't know if you can see off in the distance over there. There's Mars. And I know you can't pick up through these trees most likely, but maybe you can. But it is a beautiful night. And the interesting thing is it smells like fall because all the leaves.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like summer, feels like summer though. It's a beautiful night. Night one of the Overland adventure. All right, good morning. We are at the campsite. Here's inside the Jeep. We got some garbage and stuff in there. It's right around 7 o'clock. It's not too early, but it is fall, so it's still dark. So I got my headlight on, getting ready to heat some water, make some coffee. We'll probably make some oatmeal for breakfast and pack up and get on the road. It wasn't too bad of a night last night. Good morning.
Good morning.
Cooking breakfast. We're gonna have some oatmeal. Water cooking up there. Got peanut butter, chia. That'll be going in there. Over here we've got some raisins. Maybe I'll add some chia. I don't know. Coffee grinder. Oats, coffee. And a beautiful morning. What more could you ask? All right, so last night we came up this little pull-off. Had this spot here. And that's where the tent was. And we're all packed, as you can see. So we're getting ready to stop over at Fort Necessity this morning. Then we're going to head down to Cooper's Rock. And we're going to play the day. Whatever happens, happens. We may end up at Dolly Sots today, tomorrow, not sure. So it's going to be an adventure.
On the way out, we found a place called Bowman's Rock. I really recommend that you stop and check it out if you're in the Ohiopyle area. It's awesome. Really a great place. Check it out.
It's a good place for a fat man to get stuck. Ohiopyle in Pennsylvania. We're getting ready to cross the Allegheny River. And this is a cool little town. And I bet it is just jam-packed in the summer for the whitewater rafting. You can get an idea of the town over there. It's all kinds of shops and restaurants and outfitters. Amazing morning, amazing place. But we can't stay here all day. We have to go to different places. You can see how much the river drops. How it just drops
destination on left.
But soon after nightfall, they were running low on ammunition. The Portland. The French decided to negotiate with the British. At midnight, they accepted a conditional surrender. The battle for Fort Necessity was over. A victory for the French and Indians.
Fort Necessity, 1754. First battle for George Washington's military career. It's called Fort Necessity because it was made of necessity.
Turn right, then turn left.
Too bad it's not open! Looks like there's boats down there, or there's just rocks.
Cooper's Rock is an amazing place. If you get a chance to stop there, definitely do it. Yes, it's touristy, it's crowded, but it's really worth stopping and checking out. We spent some time at the Overlook, and then we made our way to the bottom to the Underlook. Now the Underlook is very cool. Some tight squeezes as you can see, but if I can fit through, I'm sure that you can fit through. So with our time spent at Cooper's Rock, enjoying the nature, enjoying the creation of God, we jumped in our car and we headed to Monongahela National Forest. Now if you're not familiar with Monongahela, it's on the eastern side of West Virginia. It's a national forest that's composed of the Allegheny Mountains. And as we travel up the mountains, we were running out of daylight, and we ended up finding and picking a camp spot that probably is not a typical off the beaten path sort of overland camp spot. We ended up in a little campground called Island Campground. Island Campground is a primitive campground, and it's a favorite among fishermen for being adjacent to Long Run and the East Fork of the Greenbrier River. For hikers, this campground is located close to the East Fork Trail, number 365. This is an 8-mile trail with some difficult terrain to traverse. And close by is a shorter Smoke Camp Trail, number 324. It's 1.8 miles in length for those looking for more of a day hike. Island Campground is located approximately 5 miles north and east of Bartow.
20 minutes, tent. I took the electric chainsaw, chopped down some downfall back there. Fire going, dinner cooking. We got this thing figured out. Tonight we're having some plant-based sausage. Don't normally eat a whole bunch of the pre-packaged plant-based sausage stuff, but for camping, we're doing it. It's tofurkey something or another. We actually are staying tonight in a National Forest campground. It's like $10. Got a pit toilet and a fire ring. Just because Susanna wanted to have fire. She didn't want to stay at the other campground. So that's it.
Well, that concludes the second day of the trip, and we'll ask you to join us for another video where we'll cover the third day of the trip, where actually we do not go to the Dolly Sods, but instead we go to Peter's Mill, and that's a Jeep trail, and we'll talk more about that. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up if you liked it. If you didn't like it, well, just turn your head and nod and walk away. All right, God bless you. Have a great day.